Hey there, buddy. You into World War II? What about video games? Do you like video games? Top-down views of maps. You into that? Well, gee willikers, I think I found the perfect video game for you, dear viewer. Neopets Hearts of Iron 4 is a grand strategy game from everybody's favourite debt collection company, Paradox Interactive, whose company motto is, video games are indeed very cool, but have you heard about this thing called money? I love World War II, the politics, the era, the technological advancements, the warfare, the tanks! Oh my god! Don't get me started on that! Hitler! Hearts of Iron 4 is a sequel to Hearts of Iron 3. It takes place directly after in the trilogy of games. That's right, I said trilogy, because if we consider Hearts of Iron 1 a video game, we're also gonna have to start considering other things like Cup and Ball video games. Taking place shortly after the events of Kingdom Hearts 2, Hearts of Iron 4 has many returning characters you'll remember from the last game. Weighing in at only £197 in the right corner, we've got ourselves a new contender in the scene of international affairs, ready to prove themselves right and ready to take back over the lost German provinces after a very, very harrowing defeat in World War I. We got ourselves the German Reich. They're also fascist, and they got this guy who I can't really say the name of on video without getting demonetized, so we'll just go ahead and call him Pete. Pete's very angry at the world. But don't worry, the good guys are here. Britain and their ragtag bunch of ruffians are ready to take down Pete and stop him from taking over the entire world. I mean, how are you not going to take out Pete when you've got such great allies like France, Australia, Canada? Oh god, we're doomed. But the good guys always win, and you can tell the allies are the good guys because they're not trying to take over the entire world, because technically Britain already owns 1/4 of it. Ouch. But don't worry, the Allies have help in the form of Joseph Stalin, the Mario of the people, the bringer of equality, the chaperone of the revolution, the oh god, Yuri, don't open the door at 3 AM. It's the fucking KGB! Oh my god, why is nobody doing anything? Come on guys, it was him or New Zealand. Like, I know which one I'd want on my side. Also got America, but he's still sleeping. So a few outliers we haven't mentioned, such as Asia and Japan, who we really don't need to explain to you. It's Japan. They're just going to do some weird crap as usual. The game. It's a map with a few inaccuracies. But on this map, albeit inaccurate, you can do many things in this video game. Build an army. Move the army to a more suitable position, like the Polish border. That'll do. Spy on your own army while he sparks a match to light his cigarette in Dresden. Smoke away, little ironic flower. You can also go ahead and research technological advancements in fields such as tanks, planes, boats. Is that a spanner? But unlike most story progressions in games which are facilitated by good story management, dialogue and other such things, the way we move forward in the story is to press buttons. Buttons that take 70 days to complete. In some regard, it's kind of like Telltale's The Walking Dead Choose Your Own Adventure game, where, hey, build 4 factories, kill 20 million Soviets. Pete will remember this. But just like Telltale's The Walking Dead, all these choices mean nothing and you all lead to the same path regardless, so I'm going to give the story of World War II a 1 out of 10. This ain't even a review. It's just a guide on how to play the game, but the story is that bad in Hearts of Iron 4. I'm led to no other option. Hearts of Iron 4 is an anime and a history book is the manga. As such, we can just skip ahead a few pages and figure out exactly where Pete went wrong. Yeah, I think that's a good place to start. So this time, Pete, all we need to do is just not invade Poland. In 1939, yeah, 1936, great year, yeah, they invented the Walkman when they first landed on the moon, and of course when Neopets first launched, and oh yeah, the German invasion of Poland. The warfare. Hearts of Iron 4 being a first-person shooter, you're probably wondering exactly how they managed to replicate warfare in this strategy game. Because gee, how exactly do you replicate the multiple combined arms doctrines of World War II on top of the massive logistical problems that these armies faced in a video game? Well, listen here, cause how exactly they got this thing working is beyond me. All you need to do is you gotta get your army set up under a field marshal, then you want to click your front line, and then you want to make a big line. Now the real hard part is you gotta go ahead and now you gotta click the offensive line button, and you just want to point in the direction of where you want to conquer. I know it sounds pretty complicated, but you've done it. That's warfare in the game. That's it. Obviously you also have your navy and your air forces, but they're really just about the same. You just put them in an airport, and then you put them over the province you want to conquer. That's it. But that doesn't mean the warfare isn't absolutely thrilling and enthralling. It's epic. It's like battle royale, but it's everything's in a big line. There's loads of lines. There's an arrow. It's happening right now. Do you feel it? Do you feel the excitement in the air as I slowly move troops into Poland? I'm feeling pretty enthralled right now. I'm sure I'll be in Warsaw soon. Any minute now. Oh gee, but I've just taken out Poland. What do I do now, ISP? Well, Pete's pretty happy with his accomplishments, but there's still one thing we haven't dealt with. The Dutch! You can't trust those Dutch bastards with anything. They wear wooden shoes, for God's sakes. The next step. Ah, geez, a couple more pages into the manga and I found out that Germany didn't just have a problem with Poland, they had a real big problem with Mr. Stalin. We're gonna have to fix that one too. The game accurately represents Germany's struggle during World War II for its lack of resources. You see, Stalin's got a lot of the old black gold, if you know what I mean, and he's not willing to share, even though his whole thing is he really likes sharing. You're not much of an actual communist, are you? Oh, jeez, I'm pretty sure that Japan won't commit any sort of war crimes in this war with China, and we definitely won't all just brush it under the carpet and just forget that they ever did it. Wink. But obviously there's more to the game than just drawing arrows everywhere. You can also send well-needed equipment to allies or future allies in need. Although, technically, I think you need to spend $10.99 more because it's locked behind a paywall DLC. Really? Really? Thankfully, you don't have to pay any DLC to send volunteers over to foreign lands under the midst of peacekeeping. I'm just peacefully killing these communists. Peace! If I say it enough, it means it's true. But anyway, back to teaching you how to play the game and the ultimate guide to Hearts of Iron 4 and how to play it. Just declare war on the Soviets, and now we wait. We just sit here. You're 50 guys, and I'm sure you'll be able to beat all 200 of Stalin. Hold on, Isaro. Clearly you're not winning this war. The Soviets have pushed you back. You're a madman. You're teaching me how to fail at the game. Well, that is where you're wrong, kiddo, because unlike the Soviets right now, I have one of the most powerful things on my side that no one else will ever be able to replicate in this game against me. A brain. You see, while Mr. Stalin relies on a bunch of code programmed by a few Swedes who are probably drunk on just about anything, I have a brain, which means I'm able to tell when pushing's not a very good idea. Like in this scenario right here, where the Soviets are constantly pushing me despite the fact they've lost 1.3 million men trying to do so. It's actually just like real life. And 2 million dead Soviets later, we can just hit the go button on our army plan, and that's right guys, you can sit back, relax, and just enjoy the fact you've spent $40 on this game. Look! The little green arrows mean we're winning! And now while you wait for your army to finish off the Soviets, you can sit back, relax, and just, I don't know, pick up a hobby. You ever thought about learning to knit maybe? Yeah, I feel like that might be something you could do while you're just sitting here, waiting for the little green arrows to be done being green. Oh god, I'm so lonely. Maybe you could have a look around the world, see what everyone else is doing, like the Italians who have declared war on the French and are losing horribly, but that's because they're Italian, not because of the AI. That's just kind of how they naturally did it in World War II. Isn't that right, Mussolini? God, you're a prick. No. Now with the war over, you can go ahead and carve up the Soviet Union to how you think it'd be best done. Maybe setting up puppet states or liberating other countries from them, to really think about how you can deal with it, because it'd be very hard to actually just take all of the Soviet Union and actually not have any problems with it, such as unrest or partisans taking you out. Oh wait, no, you can't just take it all. No, what the hell? Jeez, how the hell am I going to get past these French guys? They've got this impenetrable fortress called the Maginot Line, and I couldn't exactly just walk through Belgium. That'd be an international war crime. Oh, hands! Get me a big sheet of cloth! Ah, well, that was easy. You know, I don't really remember this part of Dunkirk. Jeez, I don't know how we're going to deal with Britain now. They've got that navy that's way too big for us to deal with, so we could never land. Oh, jeez, how? What are we going to do? Oh my god, guys, you would not believe the beautiful, like, pair of, like, gloves I'm knitting right now. You would not believe just, oh my god. As to your peace and the allies, you can immediately alt F4 the game after figuring out that the Italians got more war score from you and have already beat you in the peace conference by taking what the hell? And that, my friends, is all you need to know about Hearts of Iron 4. I hope I taught you guys the ways on exactly how to beat this game and have fun and build an army and draw a line and point an arrow, and there's really not much else to the game. Of course, I didn't go over army composition and stuff like that, but hey, I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own time. But anyway, guys, I'll see you around. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Probably won't be making any more Hoi 4 videos though. Maybe if the DLC comes out, but gee, we'd be so lucky, wouldn't we?